Lee, it's second successive home league defeat. We've let in 9 goals in the 2 games. Are there any redeeming features from this afternoon?
No, I thought we were poor. Full credit to Dorchester. I thought we knew how they were going to play. We just lacked an atmosphere on the pitch. I felt first half we were just not at the races. We were slowing our play. We didn't move the ball quick enough. We didn't pass the ball. We didn't use our wide men well enough. We didn't get crossed in the box. And we go back to it. The no forward situation has hurt us. I think today. I think because we've seen a different side when we have had a forward out in the second half. I thought that the ball just kept coming back and back and back. We've had a couple of chances, and the goal is really, if we can stay up 0-0 at half time, we were going to make the changes we thought we needed to. We've got good players not playing well enough today, and that's disappointing. And we have to reevaluate it. Last week was very, very good. We took all the plaudits, all the praise, and this week not so good. But I do expect a little better from our side.
When we spoke after the game on Tuesday night, it was 2-2 at half time. Straight away into the second half, we've gone that goal down, 3-2. Mistake by the goalkeeper that led to a penalty. The first half, mistake by the goalkeeper. Are you concerned that 2 games, 2 mistakes?
I don't think the second one's a mistake. Today was a major mistake. I thought we were out of shape. The cross has come in the box. He's not quite got there. But look, he's not knocked it in the back of the net from Fred not getting to the punch. At the end of the day, it's lads took a touch, took another touch. We've now got 3 bodies around it, and he's rifled it home. The cross was. You put cross in the box, you score goals. As you've seen in the second half with us, we put a cross in the box, we scored a goal. Our quality today wasn't good enough. But I'm not going to come for individual players. As a group, as a collective unit today, wasn't good enough. And I've just told them in there. And as I say, Dorchester were looking for that win. We wanted to go and get 6 points from the first 3. We've ended up with 3. It's a long, hard season, and full belief in the group, full belief that we will come good. I don't want to keep harping on about forwards, but it does play a big part, and I think that's a different game today in the first half with 8 centre forward on the pitch. You have to be strong boys up front who are going to put their body in the way and make life difficult for centre halves. And no fault of Jaden's, but it was an easy afternoon for their defenders until the second half. So listen, the second half has come and the sending off's killed us. You're straight on the back foot, and the game's changed again.
Did Ricardo deserve to go? It was the second yellow card.
Possibly, listen, there's been challenges out there that haven't gone. There's one there, maybe he could have given a last warning. He's clipped his ankles, I don't think, overly intentional. But when you're walking a thin line with a yellow card, that's what happens. And, he's had to take his medicine, he's got sent off, but he's young and he's learning. And that's the thing with our side at the moment. We're a little bit naive, I think, at times. And but I need my bigger players to come to the table. I feel that they... it's easy to come for the younger boys, but the bigger players need to do better today.
So 2-0 down, things weren't looking good, but I suppose the one big positive was the return of Kai Nicholas up front, and he made his return almost perfectly really, with a goal.
Absolutely, outstanding, the kid. Great player, lovely lad, deserves his goal, put a lot of players to shame. I felt second half because of how he played, how he worked, how he pressed, how he got hold of the ball, and he's 3 weeks away from getting fit, so that's a great sign for us as a club. I thought the return of Bailey Brown was really positive. I thought it was excellent, Bailey. Again, he was in faces, he worked hard, he passed the ball, he had a real go, and I thought we had a real good intent and spite about us at 2-0. I thought we really worked up, but why are we not doing that in the first half? And this is what's frustrating me with the group at the moment. Brilliant last week. Brilliant Tuesday night for 20 minutes, but today it was just it was lethargic, and we got another really tough week coming up, so we've really got to come to the table, because otherwise we're going to be in for a long, hard season if we're not careful, and we need to be better.
Is it a help this week that there's no midweek game, and then it's a busy weekend with Farnborough away on Saturday and Harrow back here again on the bank holiday Monday?
Listen, it's not an easy week for me. It's horrible now, because we've got to live on the back of that for a week, and we've got to try and put it out of our minds quite quickly. We've got to return to training on Tuesday, train well. We've got to do the same on Thursday, and we've got to prepare for a top draw Farnborough side. Let's have it right. They were probably the lowest spenders in the league last year, hence why they struggled, and this year they're probably top 1, 2, 3 in the league for spending money, and they've got a fantastic side that Spencer's built there. So I'm under no illusions we're probably going to one of the best teams in the league. So that'd be Truro, Hayes, and now Farnborough. So that's the disappointment. Them games today where I'm not saying what I expect us to win, because that's disrespectful to Dorchester. Dorchester got some fantastic players. They do things well. They pass well. But they're the games where, if we want to be up there challenging like we say we do, they're the games that I expect a better performance in. It's easy to raise your game for the big teams. When the teams come here that that are on par with you, you have to put that performance in. You can't raise them. And we didn't do that until the last 20 minutes, and we got what we deserved in the end. And we did have a real good go, and we even sent Fred up at the end there. But Lucas Perry got to win the challenge on the halfway line. He wins that. They don't score the third. It was in his favour. I was right next to it, but we can see the third goal. But we've got to. Weeks a long time in football, and last week it was great. This week is not so good, and there's going to be plenty of ups and downs through the course of the season, I'm sure. And we've got a good group. We just need the return of the forwards, and one returning today is a real positive. But can we get games in next week to him and Saturday and Monday? I'm not sure. So we need to assess it again this week.
Cheers. Lovely, thanks.